Testing 1 2 1 2. The headline news just came through. We're here live. Greg Romero on behalf of BMX Weekly, here with the legend, the myth, Eric Carter. Eric, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Greg. We're out here at DIRTYFEST, and man, it is bigger than what we expected. Everybody's having a good time. Way more spectators than last year, way more racers, so we're really excited to see the energy that we have coming through the pits. It's awesome.
Yeah, it feels good out here, man. I feel like I'm at a legit race, and I love how there's a melting pot of so many different generations. Tell me more about how you guys came up with the idea of having such an awesome event here.
Well, we have to give that to the guys at Frogtown, Todd Huffman. He did the first one up there up north, and we got back from drinking beers at the bar, 2 in the morning, sitting in our room with myself, Eddie King, Justin Shepard, JV, and Hollywood, who I do the podcast with. And I said, man, you know, I manage the property out here. I said, I think we could do one out at the bike park, man. And they were like, done, we're going to do it. So Todd inspired us, Frogtown inspired us to do this. And we're just kind of following in his footsteps and really trying to drive this old school vintage vibe home and bring more people out to the races. This is our high school reunion. And so we love to support that. We love what Todd started for us, so it's good.
Cool. And what else do you guys have planned in the future, in future iterations of DIRTYFEST?
Well, we've talked about doing more of these in different locations, different states. Last year we had really big aspirations, but man, I think we weren't really ready for the workload. And last year we were tired after we were done last year. So we've kind of rolled back on the idea of doing it in a bunch of different states until we really get it polished. Once we get a polished product here, maybe we can take the show on the road and do some stuff in other states. But we really want to get this to be a dialed product, and then we can bring it around the road on the road if we decide that makes sense for us.
Cool. Well, thank you very much. Also, Eric, I raced you as a pro, and I want to say thank you for being such an awesome inspiration, both as an amateur and a professional. For me as a pro, you really inspired me on how to take turns, and I would watch you, how you would take turns, and I'd be like, oh man, check out Eric Carver. He's so smooth. And you were so, you won the #1 pro title, NBL, in 1993.
That's right.
Any other races or any titles that you can remember as a BMXer that is so important to you?
Well, I think probably I had a really good race at the '85 World Championships. That was kind of a breakthrough ride for me, but
as an amateur.
As an amateur, but I think a real big breakthrough for me, which set me on a different level, is when we went to Slough, England, in '86 Worlds. That was a different whole atmosphere. It was the first time I'd really flown overseas and raced against Europeans that I'd never raced before, and to be able to accomplish, and I doubled at that race, and to win both classes there really gave me self-belief that I could beat anybody if I put my mind to it. And so that was a huge breakthrough race and '86 in England for Hutch.
Wow, that's fantastic. Real quick, who was your most inspirational rider that that gave you some motivation or helped you out with a vision that shaped your professional career?
Yeah, when I was growing up, I actually got to do a clinic with Eddie King and Jason Jensen when I was like 9 years old. And taking the clinic from Eddie, he explained to me high-low and all that type of stuff. I'm really the fundamental stuff of cornering. Yeah. And so that kind of planted a seed in my mind about cornering and racing. But if I'm looking towards one person, Hollywood Mike Miranda, I was able to be teammates with him in '86 on Hutch, and he was my true hero growing up. I tried to mimic myself in his footsteps as far as like being approachable, talking to the kids, sharing knowledge, and anything that people would ask me, I would just want to share it with. I want to bring, what do they say, when the tide's high, all ships rise? So I just wanted to bring everybody up. So Mike really showed me that you could do that. You didn't have to be like all crazy in your mind and hate all the other riders. You could be a good guy and you could go fast as well.
I wish that could have rubbed off on me, because you always have that beautiful smile. So thank you very much for bringing in the vibes, and thank you so much for taking on this big endeavor that is now known as DIRTYFEST.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. I appreciate having you guys out here, man. It's good to see you, dude. It's been a while.
All right, we're out. Thank you very much.